96.7 KCAL rocks. All right, he's 40. I'm Patrick. But we got to talk to our guy because some sports went down, especially parade style. What's going down, Pep?
Hey, I think you guys had a great idea on Monday when you said, "Hey, maybe we do like a big championship rally and parade for all the Los Angeles championship teams from the last year or two, right? Going back to the Lakers and the Dodgers." But no, Wednesday belonged to the LA Rams, your Super Bowl champions, with a big parade and rally that ended at the LA Coliseum. Just a couple of quick takeaways. Aaron Donald, basically he sounded like he's going to come back. He's not going to retire. He had his shirt off. He looked great. Cooper Kupp wearing a Kobe Bryant jersey, celebrating, an LA icon, of course, the late, great Kobe Bryant. And the other thing was kind of a low attendance compared to, like with the millions of people come out for the Lakers, right? But the Rams is a little low, a little lean. What's your takeaways?
My takeaway is some of it, dare I say this, is some of it safety. Like some people are a little afraid to go out there because it's LA. I know that sounds a little wimpy. That is one thing I would definitely think of. Second of all, LA doesn't have as die-hard of a fan base because of everything that is in LA, I believe.
That's the problem. Yeah, I mean, LA obviously gets distilled down with everything that is going on. I mean, I would say
That
it's
too.
hard, midday on a Wednesday midweek, but you
Didn't
and I
stop
have
40,
both been
yeah.
to other cities where it has been insanely packed.
40 went all the way to Philly. Boom, like that on a Wednesday.
And I mean, same with Patrick went up to Seattle for the parade as well.
Nothing would stop you, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting, but I guess I was expecting just more people, just based on maybe other Super Bowl champion cities, based on what we've seen for Lakers parade, just things like that.
It did feel weird, the whole weirdness of they can't do it at SoFi Stadium because they don't want to do the parade in Inglewood. They want the parade in downtown LA, and it's going to the Coliseum, and the parade was only 1 mile long. So, I mean, it felt kind of weird with all that stuff, too.
Is some of it because, they just did get back to LA a few years ago?
Yeah, and maybe that is the case. Listen, I know the Rams have a great fan base, the whole Rams house. I get all that. I hear all that. But I don't know. I was just expecting something bigger because remember, just a couple of years ago, we had no NFL teams in Los Angeles. Now we got two. We got a Super Bowl champion. We got a new NFL stadium. I thought the place was just going to go bonkers. It was a nice turnout. It was nice. It was a nice turnout, but it was not what I expected.
Rams fans are getting called out for this even before the Super Bowl, too, with the rallies and, the number of attendance between what the Bengals were getting versus what the Rams were getting. So, I mean, it is kind of LA fans are getting called out already.
Yeah, and all season long, the noise from the opposing fans in the stadium.
Yeah, we'll talk about the 49ers, right? I'm a 49ers fan, so go ahead and call it sour grapes again. I don't care. But yeah, the 49ers fans were like taking over SoFi with all the red. So anyways, I'll leave it alone, man. You Rams fans, you live it up. You enjoy your day. The parade was nice. The rally was nice. Aaron Donald's probably going to come back, so enjoy it. I'm not trying to be down anything. You guys enjoy your day.
Right. Run it back is the big theme.
Yeah, and it looks like if all those pieces come back, Sean McVay's 36 years old. Like they could make a run. And like I said before, the NFC is wide open. We don't know if Tom Brady's coming back. Aaron Rodgers might end up somewhere else. Like anything could happen next year.
McVay's fiance said he's not retiring. So take that from it.
You have to run it back.
Yeah, they'll try. Oh, they'll try. But if they get all those guys back, they will certainly try. Guys, the other big news, man, this is kind of a shock. I get those little alerts on my phone. This came late last night, I think like around midnight, that the United States women's hockey team at the Olympics in Beijing, China, took on Canada for the gold medal, and they lost 3-2 against their arch rival for the gold. So close for Team USA going up against the Canadians.
Made it all the way to the final.
Those Maple lovers get the gold this year.
Mother Canuckers.
Yeah, we were so close. And a big shout out to our own Kayla Barnes from Eastvale. She's a local Inland Empire gal. And in fact, she had a goal in the previous round to help the United States get to the gold medal match. But yeah, just not enough to beat the Canadians. So the U.S. women's hockey team will settle for silver this time around.
And she's a defender, too, so getting a goal. Pretty awesome.
Yeah. Well done.
Defenders got to get a little love in there. Once in a while they come up with some big goals, and Caleb Barnes was certainly one of those. Guys, if I can circle back to the Rams just for a moment, we're talking about championship parades and celebrations. The Lakers got a big win last night against the Utah Jazz, a very good Utah Jazz team. 106-101 was the final. LeBron put his team on his back down the stretch in the fourth quarter, and I think that's why Laker fans are holding out hope, because they look at a game like that and they're like, Utah's really good. LeBron at 37 can still carry a team. So there's a chance. You get to the playoffs, and there's a chance. If you have LeBron and you have Russell Westbrook and he can play with the team, there's a chance.
Did you guys watch the game? If you watched the game, Russell Westbrook comes out of nowhere and hits 2 huge free throws, which is the reason they finally won. He finally came through.
No, I mean, the Lakers won the game, but I believe Anthony Davis did have to be carried off the court.
Yep. Street clothes Davis it is.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah, Patrick, who was it? Was that Charles Barkley who called them street clothes?
Charles Barkley says the Lakers will go as far as street clothes takes them.
Yeah, the guy is just fragile. He's just always hurt. And that's kind of been the secret ingredient, right? Like if Anthony Davis plays like an NBA MVP candidate, the Lakers have a shot to, win the championship. But if he's not healthy or not playing like an MVP candidate, they're not going to be a very good team.
40, it just feels like here we are again where LeBron is looking around like, God, someone help me. I just need somebody. Just give me a little bit of help. I mean, look finally Westbrook comes through and makes 2 free throws and they win the whole damn thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, AD right back to the bench.
It's like he's looking at J.R. Smith. He's looking around. He's like, my God, someone, please. Doesn't someone know how to play basketball?
Yeah. Smush Parker, where are you? Somebody step up.
Help out.
Yeah, so Anthony Davis, the ankle injury. I know they go in the All-Star break, so they'll have a little bit of time to find out exactly what's going on and how long he might be out. But again, that game, that win against a very good Utah Jazz team, gives the Lakers hope. Like, hey, this is the potential of this team. This is what they can do in the playoffs. Because Anthony Davis went out, I believe it was like in the second quarter. So they went most of the game without him. But again, LeBron had to be like super LeBron in the fourth quarter to even make this happen. How many times can LeBron do that in the fourth quarter to save this team? That's the big question mark, I think.
Bring in Damian Lillard. Get rid of Russ.
I mean, we need the Lakers to start doing good, especially with no football going on now.
Yeah, it's boring.
And we don't got we have no baseball, man. The lockout is still going on. We should be talking about spring training, guys arriving in Arizona and Florida. Can't even talk about that right now.
Yeah.
No, we can't. Pitchers and catchers were supposed to report. Very upsetting to me. I thought that something would totally start to be ironed out. It didn't happen. I was wrong. Baseball's in trouble.
Totally. I'm right. I'm right with you, man. I thought for sure they would have had this worked out before the start of spring training, but here we are. Here we are now. And finally, guys.
Baseball fans freak out. It's the best. It's the best.
And finally, guys, we go from, the Super Bowl to the Super Bowl of NASCAR, the Great American Race. The Daytona 500 will line up on Sunday. We know who will lead the field to green. Kyle Larson, the reigning Cup champion, is on the pole. Alex Bowman will join him on the front row. And we got the dual races tonight, guys. Those short races, 2 of them tonight that'll set the rest of the field. But the Daytona 500 coming up tonight. So again, if you're worried about the Lakers, we got no baseball. You've already Ram familyed it out too hard. You got NASCAR this weekend. So there's your viewing for this weekend.
I love racing, and then remember, it's coming here to California soon too.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, check out the NASCAR race this week because next weekend it's here in California.
All right, so we can check out the duel, check out the Super Bowl of their sport, and then they'll be here in our backyard. Pep, tell them how to get your stuff.
You can get my stuff on Inland Sports. That's Twitter, that's Facebook, that's Instagram. We got the Inland Sports YouTube channel. You can check out my stuff.
Thanks, Pep.